Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an uncanny ability to influence others, to command attention and respect without saying a word? Or why some conversations leave you feeling completely drained, while others energize you and make you feel seen? The answer, according to one of the greatest minds of the 20th century, lies in a secret about the human mind that, once you understand it, will fundamentally change the way you interact with the world. But here's the catch. Once you know this secret, Carl Jung would tell you, you must keep your mouth shut. For most of our lives, we operate under a simple assumption. Our thoughts are our own. We believe that what's inside our heads, our opinions, our beliefs, our biases, is a private, personal affair. We go through life presenting a carefully curated version of ourselves to the world, a persona designed to fit in, to be liked, to be successful. We believe that this persona is what people see and react to. But Jung saw something far deeper and more profound. He understood that our minds are not isolated islands. They are interconnected in a way we can barely comprehend, and they are constantly broadcasting signals. Think of your mind like a radio tower. It's not just receiving information from the world, it's also transmitting it. Every thought, every feeling, every unexpressed intention sends out a frequency. And other people, whether they realize it or not, are tuned in. This isn't about some new age mysticism or psychic powers. This is about the subtle, subconscious communication that happens between all of us, all the time. Jung called this phenomenon the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of archetypes, symbols, and instincts that every human being is born with. It's the reason we all instinctively understand what a mother or a hero or a shadow is, regardless of our culture or background. But within this collective unconscious, there's another, more personal layer, the personal unconscious. This is where you store your repressed memories, your unacknowledged desires, your deepest fears. And here's the secret. Your personal unconscious is not silent. It leaks. It manifests in your body language, your micro-expressions, the tone of your voice, the energy you project. It's the feeling you get when you meet someone for the first time and instantly trust them, or a gut feeling that something is off, even when they're saying all the right things. That's not just intuition. That's your mind picking up on the signals being broadcast from their personal unconscious. So, when you enter a room, you're not just presenting your polished persona. You're bringing with you the entire baggage of your unacknowledged self. Your insecurities, your hidden resentments, your unfulfilled dreams, they're all radiating from you. And other people, on a subconscious level, are receiving this information. This is why you might meet someone who is superficially friendly, but leaves you feeling uneasy. Their persona is saying one thing, but their unconscious is broadcasting another, and your mind is picking up on the dissonance. This is where the first part of Jung's warning comes in. Know your own mind. The vast majority of people never do. They spend their lives trying to perfect their persona, trying to control what others think of them, without ever understanding what they're actually projecting. They're like a radio station with a faulty transmitter, broadcasting static and conflicting signals. The key to having a powerful, influential presence isn't about being more charming or more charismatic. It's about becoming a clear, coherent signal. And you can only do that by doing the hard, painful work of confronting your own personal unconscious. You have to face your shadow. The shadow is the part of you that you've rejected, the things you're ashamed of, the impulses you've tried to bury. It's the angry part of you, the selfish part, the jealous part. We all have a shadow. But most of us spend our lives pretending it doesn't exist. We deny it. We project it onto others. We try to lock it away. But the more you repress your shadow, the louder it gets. It becomes a source of anxiety, of irrational anger, of self-sabotage. It's a powerful, uncontrolled force leaking out of you, clouding your signal. But when you do the work to integrate your shadow, to acknowledge it, to understand it, to accept it as a part of you, something remarkable happens. The internal conflict subsides. The conflicting signals stop. You become whole, and a whole person. A person who has done the work of self-awareness projects a very different energy. They don't have to try to be confident. They simply are. They don't have to try to be authentic. They simply are. Their presence is calm, grounded, and powerful because there's no dissonance between their conscious and their unconscious mind. Now, this brings us to the second, and arguably more important, part of Jung's warning. Once you know the secret, keep your mouth shut. Why? Because understanding this gives you an immense power. You start to see the world differently. You'll begin to notice the unspoken signals, the hidden agendas, the internal conflicts playing out in everyone around you. You'll be able to see the fear behind the bravado, the loneliness behind the constant chatter, the insecurity behind the aggression. This isn't just about reading body language. It's about sensing the entire energetic field of a person. You'll start to understand why your boss is so demanding, why your friend is so defensive, or why a stranger's story just doesn't add up. You'll see the gaping chasm between their persona and their personal unconscious, and you'll understand what's truly driving their behavior. And that's why you must stay silent, because to point this out, to expose this truth to someone who hasn't done the work themselves, would be an act of profound violence. They are not ready to hear it. Their entire reality is built on the illusion of their persona. To expose the cracks in that facade is to threaten their very sense of self. They will not thank you for it. They will not see it as a gift. They will see it as an attack, and they will lash out because you have touched their deepest, most guarded vulnerability. So, the power of this knowledge is not to be used as a weapon. It's not for winning arguments, for proving people wrong, or for manipulating others. It is for you. It is for your own liberation. It is for you to navigate the world with a new kind of wisdom and compassion. When you see someone broadcasting their pain, you don't need to call it out. You can simply respond to the pain, not the persona. You can choose to be kind, to be patient, to create a safe space for them, without ever having to articulate what you see. You can respond with empathy and understanding, knowing that their aggressive or defensive behavior is just a symptom of their inner turmoil. Jung's secret isn't a trick. It's a profound invitation. It's an invitation to stop living on the surface. It's a call to turn inward, to do the difficult, messy, and ultimately liberating work of integrating your own mind. Because when you do, your inner world and your outer world will finally be in alignment. Your signal will become clear and strong, and you will be able to navigate the complex and often confusing world of human interaction with a quiet confidence that is far more powerful than any loud words. So, I leave you with this. The secret isn't about what others are broadcasting. The secret is about what you are broadcasting. And the key to keeping your mouth shut isn't about hiding the truth from others. It's about using the truth to become a more whole, more compassionate, and more powerful version of yourself.